Appreciate everybody getting in here. Let's getting them shares out. Getting them shares out. Joshua, what up, my boy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, chat. Welcome, chat.
Yeah, really feel about to stop school, but for the year, minute, trying to finish. Just went in blunt. It's almost finished. Don't go with it. Don't feel it. Don't light it. Don't feel it. Yeah, ain't smoking no bullshit. God damn, Agent J and
Robert.
Push that shit. Agent J, aka Mr. Push that shit.
Robert, what you rolling up, dog?
Rolling up man. I think I got a whole fucking milk. I got the roll half inch right here in this with my people. Trying to let you know where the people, these flashing lights, and where the people, or at night, where the pick at, man. Open pressure, we'll get you pressure if you come and give me necklace. I'm talking necklace, I'm talking push-ups, I do the push-up, I do the push-up.
Yeah.
I do the push-up. Don't push up.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to go to every last one of them, dog.
Minute till we do it. Push ups, minute till, about to start the country stream, and you probably go to the guy. We about to get it. No time for the people in the kitchen get the.
You ready, bro?
Yeah. You know it? Free birds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. You know ain't no con in these raps, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. You know talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. You know when you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the plays is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the S's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the debate. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh. You know it? Yeah. Free birds.
Welcome to the Men and Tail podcast. I am your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. And as always, I'm rocking with my main man, J to the I to the M-B-O.
You are now in the mix with the Men and Tail.
Hold on, I got that sound. Let me turn that up. And
you are now in the mix with the Men and Tail.
Yes.
There we go.
Cheyenne in the building. Robert. Oh, you got that runts. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yo, welcome to the Men and Tail podcast. We appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Yo, we got a little show. Because we got a little bit of shit to talk about, right? Or a little bit of shit talking to do. One of the two. We gonna do one or the other. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yo, man, shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Oh, but please, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that notification button, man, because you already know what it is.
Yeah, man. All the people on Twitter watching right now, man, head over to the YouTube, man. Give us a follow, subscribe. Hey, bro, it helps over there too, man. We love y'all on Twitter, but let's get the YouTube numbers up too.
Yes, sir. Man. Yo, and with that said, bruh, dog,
J-I.M.B.O.
Tell me this, bro. We over here minding our business.
Why they hating on me?
Hey, I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. What we do? What we did to you? We ain't do nothing.
Bro, every day they keep showing us how much Liam was the right pick for us as coach.
I've never seen their team react like this, bro.
Everything in their it's like everything in their fiber, and you can tell like the fiber is ripping at the seams, bro. And it's just the hate is just oozing out. It's just oozing out, bro.
Yes. And it's blatant. And it's blatant too. That's the other thing. It's not like they're not even trying to hide it. You know? So
and then they disguise it. They'll try to disguise all the nasty things that their organization has done under the guise of y'all don't have a Super Bowl. Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? I'm not even getting back and forth about how y'all got y'all Super Bowls. You won a Super Bowl. Whoop you do, hey, bro. Somebody got to win it every year.
Yeah.
Somebody got to win it. We just ain't winning. We just ain't won it yet. But it also took y'all 65 years to get it.
So here's what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. They've been to 2 Super Bowls. They won 2 Super Bowls, right? Again, we're not going to get into the semantics of how those 2 Super Bowls came about. But what we will say is that
prize pigs. That's what it was. That last Super Bowl, motherfuckers was taking dives. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, they didn't catch the ball. Tom Brady didn't really outperform Patrick Mahomes in my eyes. I think he only threw for like 200 yards. Like that shit, bro. They were supposed to get their ass whooped.
They couldn't block. They couldn't block for Patrick.
They couldn't block for Patrick Mahomes, but they were supposed to get their ass whooped.
But they didn't. You know, in this timeline, they didn't.
But Patrick Mahomes should have been the MVP, even though he lost. Like, that's how well he played.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't disagree with you. But I'm just saying that the because they act like that they at one point were the worst franchise in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Dungy like brought them dudes out the cellar. You know, they did what they did. They did what they did,
and they blamed the black guy. They said, "Yeah, you're not capable." It's Black History Month. It's crazy, bro. They told Tony Dungy, "Oh yeah, you're not capable of getting it done. Let's bring in this white man." Yeah, come on, John. Fuck out of here, man. Tony Dungy. That's Tony Dungy. That's why they sent him a ring, and that's why Tony Dungy went to the. Man, I fucking hate the Colts, but that's why Tony Dungy took his black ass to the Colts and won a Super Bowl.
But still, the point is that he couldn't get him over the mountain, he couldn't get him to the next level, over the top, man. John Gruden comes in, does it quickly, and then as soon as they sell the farm, They have to have a fire sale after that but they went on it. They went all in. It worked. Okay, cool. But remember, like you were bad for a long time again until Tom Brady, and now y'all are like kind of riding this. You're riding the success of what Tom Brady did, and the fact that both of us are in the FC Souths. Us the AFC, y'all the NFC, which are the worst divisions in football right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yes, you get kudos because you did what you were supposed to do, right? But don't act like y'all been the Patriots or the Chiefs or some shit. you feel me? Like look, you took advantage of the little bit of success you had, and that's cool. That's cool. Like nobody will argue or debate that with you. But the sheer way that this whole process is played out is it's just comical. It's comical. Y'all treat Liam Cohen like he's not a fucking human being. You know what I'm saying? All he did was leverage, one, and two, went and did what any other person that's working a job right now would do if you have a okay job, but you're like, you know what? Let me go see what I can get over here. You're not calling your boss and saying, hey man, I'm going to take the day off so I can go see about this job that's going to basically make me quit you. None of y'all did that, bro. So like let's stop acting like he's some monster for doing what most Americans fucking do when we go seek other employment, but we currently have an employer. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right, you say you don't want to give up the staff, so you block. Shit, the only reason we got John Van Dam is because his fucking contract expired, and you couldn't block him. Like, bro, how petty would it be for them to like re-sign dude just so they could block us? That'd be petty. That should be petty, right? But the other shit was already petty.
But like I said, but if my contract expires, ain't nothing. It's
right. But I'm saying, but they could have signed them. They could have said, "Hey, your contract's expiring here. Here's a 1-year deal or some shit like that." Just a spite. It just comes across as spiteful. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody tried to argue that other teams denied it, and they showed the Rams what's the name shell house, right? How well the Rams didn't block us. We had an offer on the table, and the Rams said, "Well, hey, let's counter that," and he counter offered. Yeah, well, so he stayed. Like their offer, I guess he felt like their offer was better. So he stayed. Like they didn't block anything. Block. He chose to stay with the Rams for a better deal. That's all. You feel me?
Yeah, because they don't hate that, because they're not a self-loathing organization. You hate your own people that much that you don't want to see them like succeed. You don't even want to see them grow. You want to keep them where they're at.
No, they did promote them. After all that shit, they did promote them in the organization.
Yeah, but that's not a promotion for real. That's just that's a petty promotion. And it's not even, it's just you undermine. Now you just undermining
it's the
your
same.
staff.
So here's the thing. It was the same positions that we were offering them, but they're trying to.
But they don't want to. But they didn't really. Two guys wanted to go, but those guys were brought there by Liam Cohen, and they want to go, and they want to go work with their friend. I mean, it's not. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's life. So everybody, you can't just always go to work with your friends, but it's okay. If he really wants him at some point, he'll get him.
I mean, listen, I don't feel like it'll be like this for like once the season starts, and really that's going to be the tipping point, right? Is the wins and losses of the season, right? Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the day, I believe that the wins and losses are going to come down to this coaching staff that Liam Cohen has assembled. And bro, can the drop? Okay, first of all, shout out to Jaguars Twitter. Shout out to the Jaguars social media team, dog, because they have been playing the hell out of this shit. You saw, I don't know if you guys seen it, but like they did the Year of the Snake after the whole Liam Cohen is a snake. They did that shit. Damn, bro. They making moves in the middle of the night. We sleep. They making announcements at 11:30, 12 o'clock. Like, come on, bro. But hey, man, we hopping on Twitter. What we see, waking up to good news. Matter of fact, bro, shout out to Joshua. I seen you in the chat earlier, dog. Shout out to him, bro. We had made a tweet saying that, hey, after the Cohen, the big like open presser he had out there at the stadium, we thought that Anthony Campanelli was gonna get, he was gonna get announced as the DC, right? And then it didn't happen. We go to sleep, wake up, and Josh, hey man, he asks us, boom, hey dog, it happened. So shout out, bro, because we thought we were wrong. We was like, damn, bro, I can't believe we was wrong about that shit. Hey, but Josh came through. He gave us the good news. So shout out, my boy. I appreciate you. And then just last night at 11:30 something, they did the same thing with the new OC, Grant Udinski. Like, bruh, I don't know what they got going on, but like just creeping. Yes,
look at that
bro.
young motherfucker. Look at the baby face. Look at the baby faces.
Bro. We don't get it.
Bro, the baby face assassins, bro.
You got Anthony?
Huh?
That's not Anthony. Whoa.
Ghost. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
oh, they're both named Anthony.
Like
That's crazy. My bad, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's because you're talking about the new.
Yo.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So, dog. Yes, man. Yes. Look, bro, we'd be lying to you if we was like, oh, we knew about these guys. We knew about them as the names were coming up, dog. Like we gonna be real with you. We knew about them as a man. You know it, brother. Yeah, but we ain't know about these guys until their names were getting thrown in the ring, and even that, like Jay said last week, bro. Not finna do research every last person when only one of them's gonna get the job, right? So I don't know, bro. The OC and the DC on the newcomers are the youngest and oldest on this young ass staff. I think Campanelli's like 42, and Grant is 29. He's either like 28 or 29, right?
Mm-hmm. Perfect balance.
Your OC is younger than Evan Ingram.
Yeah, bro. Perfect balance. Perfect fucking balance, dog.
But
so look at all these baby faces, man. We got them. We get them. But that's, like I said, young can hopefully grow with the team, you know what I'm saying, in their roles and in their team. 29-year-old, because how old is Liam Cohen?
39. We're the same age. Yeah.
So you got a 29-year-old OC. Like, you don't think you lose him because you'd be losing him for a head coaching job if you lose him for anything. If you lose him outside of being fired or whatever. But like, you would assume he would be your OC for a while.
Correct.
At least 3 or 4 seasons. Because what was he doing? What was Udinski doing before?
He was a quarterback's coach at Minnesota. So
yeah. And how long was he doing that?
I think it says since 2019. But I could be wrong.
I mean, that's a decent amount of experience. 4 or 5 years at the in the NFL already, which means he got in at 24. Well, he got in that organization around 24. So, I mean, just let you know that he's a young football, like he's moving up the ranks, and because people don't even be getting these kind of shots until they're in their 30s.
So so he was a graduate assistant at Baylor in 2019 under Matt Rule. He followed Matt Rule to Carolina, and after the 2022 season, Undisky landed with Kevin O'Connell's Vikings. So two seasons with the Vikings.
Okay. So he was an assistant quarterback. I guess they must have had another quarterbacks coach, because he was the assistant quarterback coach in 23, and then assistant offensive coordinator and assistant quarterbacks coach in 24. So, I mean, this is weird kind of staff stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, tutelage, protege. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, bro. You went out of. He went to school, graduated, didn't get drafted, went to Baylor as a grad student, but instead of trying to play, he became a coach. Just got right out of it. Said fuck that. Said fuck it. I ain't gonna try and do all. Which it's not giving up, but it's just like, bro, okay, I know I went undrafted. I'm a quarterback. Like, I know the game.
No, he found a different way. He found a different way to use his talent. Yeah. I love it too. I love it too, dog. You know, and Campanelli was linebackers coach at Miami before going to Green Bay.
And he is smart.
You're talking about Undisky? Yeah, man.
Well, look, and I don't even think he wasn't even a quarterback.
I thought I read he was a quarterback.
Well, it says he did a season at Davidson. He went to Towson, and he switched to defensive end.
Yeah, I did see that one too. I saw that on Twitter. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But
yeah, goddamn, 3.94 with a master's level GPA 4.0.
Yeah. So anyway, he sounds like a smart young man. You feel me? And
smart young man.
I think at least on the offensive side of the ball, I think that Liam is outside of an offensive line coach. There hasn't been news on that yet, right? Yeah. So besides the offensive line coach, he brings in Shane Waldron from the Bears to be the passing game coordinator. He brought in Spencer Whipple, which, you know, we just heard him talk about it after his I guess inaugural press conference. He was just talking to who was it, Christian Kirk about him. Yeah. So you know, he obviously has a connection with him, right? So that means he's bringing in guys that he trusts. Then what's Buddy's name, man? That well, that's John. That's John Van Dam. John Van Dam from the Bucs. From the Bucs, we got one. Yeah, man. Damn, bro, I can't think of the other dude's name.
The defensive guys.
Oh,
you already said all the offensive
passing game specialists. Oh, shout out to Sean too for explaining the difference.
That's
I know.
John Van Dam.
That's why I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I was just saying I was trying to remember what his position was.
Yeah.
But shout out to Sean on Twitter too, man, for explaining the difference between the two, dog. Yeah. On the defensive side, Campanelli brings over Anthony Perkins to be our secondary coach. Yeah.
Ghost. Bro, he looked
Yeah,
just
no,
like Ghost,
that's kind of
bro,
fire.
on Power. Bro. He looked just Amari. He looked just like Amari Howard. Tyreek, you're not getting any of my money. That nigga's going crazy.
You know, and bro, and then we bring over the former assistant D line coach Matt Edwards, who is now our D line coach from the Bills. I don't know.
They say he's the pass rush specialist,
Well,
bro.
we'll see. Yeah,
What
no,
they
no.
say? That's
Listen.
bro. When
I
I typed
don't
it in there,
disagree. I don't
it popped
disagree
up
what we read.
pass rush.
But dog, how about Big Bo?
Bro, the
How about Big
biggest,
Bo?
the second best player in our franchise. I think first
Yes.
Hall of Famer. I think. I mean, I was
Yeah.
excited,
I
bro.
mean, like we said when we was at that open presser, like we were yelling it. We were yelling EVP, Big Bo, Big Bo. If you're not excited about that, bro, and I know you are. I'm really talking. I'm really talking to the people. Talking to the people right now, man. If you're
Oh, see, I kind of want to look at this. It's not. I don't want to watch the whole video, but it's just like some principle
for
stuff.
who? What are we
I
talking
guess
about?
that Matt from Matt Edwards.
All right. Well, do you got a second before you pulling that up?
I mean, I have it. I have it pulled up. I'm just trying to find the
All
book
right.
so I can add
I'm
it
just
to
gonna
the
finish my
thing.
thought on Big Bo. But if you're not excited about Big Bo being in the building, you should be. Like if you really care about the Jaguars, you should be excited Big Bo's in the building. Right? Because at the end of the day, if we don't know nothing, we know that Big Bo cares about this team. He cares about the city, he cares about this fan base, and he hears us, bro. Like he is among the people. So to have somebody like that inside the organization to and somebody like that to endorse Liam Cohen the way that he has, right? Tells me and the way that the Bucs acted with him tells me that Liam is the guy, right? So I'm trusting the process that he's putting together, right, on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball, right? So show me part of that process with Matt Edwards, bro. Type of person he's bringing in here.
Pass rush game plan. This is a people league. And I think the college game is the same way. So we don't try to put guys in boxes and say, you're this, you're that, or we're all going to do this move because it's the best move on it. Like, we're not going to do that. Like, every single player is an individual. And one size doesn't fit all. We teach pass rush like a buffet. We'll teach a whole bunch of different moves. You just kind of go down the buffet, say, this is for me. This really isn't for me. That doesn't fit my skill set. That doesn't fit my play style. And you kind of select it that way. But when it comes to developing a plan, especially for young rushers, it's like, okay, you're a big league pitcher. Like, throw your fastball, whatever that is. We got to identify, like, what is it that you do really well? And we're going to build your rush off of that. So if you're a great get-off guy and you're fast off the ball, we're going to build with some sort of edgy move. While we're building that, though, there's going to be a natural counter off of it. If you're an outside scissors guy and the tackle sets pass and you're at the depth of the quarterback, we may teach a club back inside. We may teach an inside spin. But it's important that your moves kind of pair up with their natural counters. From there, you want to have one change-up rush that maybe builds off of what the lineman doesn't do well, or perhaps just that second move that you feel confident that you could get to. And then every player, regardless of how fast or how they are or they aren't, like, you have to have the ability to go speed to power. And really, especially as you start thinking about inside guys, like we use the term speed to power, but the reality of it is it's more edge to power. You know, we have Chandler Jones here who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's got over 100 sacks. Like, he's not a speed rusher. He's an edge rusher. But Chandler has the ability to go from edge to power. And I think depending on how the offensive line sets you, everybody has to have that in their bag. And you don't necessarily have to be a big guy to be able to go power, because a lot of it's reactive to how the offense is setting you. And that kind of leads right into the next point is know your opponent.
So I wanted to stop after the first one because it's a 4-minute video, but I kind of want to just kind of talk after each little talking point that he goes through. It kind of goes, number one is just, it's funny because I've been saying this all week to people, and actually I've been saying it to anybody who has kids in sports. Like my homeboy, his son plays basketball, bro. He plays like a baby Jokic. Shout out to Broom, man. And I told him, I was like, bro, he out there looking like Jokic. He was like, man, yeah, but he'll be passing the ball like him. Yeah, I'm like, I said, man, fuck that. I said, he's bigger than everybody and he can score the ball. You got to spam that shit, bro. That's your best move. Like, that's what you can do. Spam it, spam it, spam it, spam it until they figure out something to stop it. And as soon as they start trying to do something to stop it, you got something else to go to. I told Agent K, the lyric I've been killing lately. She hitting that shot. She need to spam that shit. Yes, work on all the other stuff. But when it's game time situation, go find your spot. Go find view it all the way in the corner. Find that spot. Just keep working it. That's the thing you should be working on too. You should be working on your corner threes, quick release. Because if she starts speeding up her release, and she starts getting her release faster,
right? You can catch and shoot.
It's gonna,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be deadly. I sent him some videos of Duncan Robinson for the Miami Heat. He's like one of the best just catch and shooters, and it's just seamless. When he's catching the ball, his feet are already ready. It's in motion. It's not. There's no wasted motion in his catch and shoot. And she can start getting, if she gets even a fraction to that, because she's already hitting them wet. But let's get that quicker and get that ball up out of there. Don't load up so much on your jump shot.
So basically it takes advantage of something that like we've been talking about, like Trayvon Walker, right? Like Trayvon's natural ability is the bull. Would you agree? Right? Mm-hmm. So what Buzz saying, what you're saying, and what Coach Edwards is saying is that Trayvon, you're gonna go out there and you're just gonna bull rush the shit out of people. Just go bull rush them, right? Mm-hmm. But know that this is a counter to your bull rush. So this is what you got to do once you set them up for it, right? And then when you think that they're already set up for that, then that's what you pull this other. Now I think Trayvon is trying to work on two things. I think he was trying to work on the spin. I saw him trying to use the spin, but I think the thing that he should continue to work on, which is the second spam, right? That I think he is pretty good at. I think he's really good at the club, right? I think he's really good at clubbing down, because it matches. In my opinion, it matches with the power, right?
Yeah, because if you club first, and then you can get them hands down and push them out the way.
You feel me? Yeah. So I think those are the two moves that they're gonna utilize to unlock Trayvon, right? But also like in the process of building the defense, you're gonna build around him so he can probably utilize one-on-one matches. That's what I'm hearing. And again, I think that's the common thread in Liam's, as they're bringing in coaches. Like, I need coaches that are gonna tailor fit the game to their players. Now, obviously, you can't do that to every last player.
Yeah, but we're not. Bro, it's 2025. It's not 1986. It's not 2005. Like, these offenses, there's glitches in all of this stuff that people Like these younger coaches, bro, just like Robert said, bro, like they're
Yeah.
Madden babies. Like these kids, they're drawing shit up, and just because it's not the exact route. So no, bro, we know how to run. Hey, do this. It's gonna work. There's no route that you can call when you tell the guy to go, run a slant, then go and then curl, then go out, fake curl, slip back upside. Like that's a dipsy dude.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's not on the route tree. Like let's just be innovative in what's going on, like offensively, and then even say like defensively. these new offenses they have just because there's spam and they can glitch them. There's ways to break through them. There's ways to break through them. We still see dominant defenses out here in the NFL. But you have to rush the passer, bro. You have to be able to control what's going on up front. So, like I said, so far so good. I like from what he's saying in the first part, and then going into this next part, like I said, know your opponent, bro. So I'm pretty sure I have to do a lot with film study. But let's see what he got to say about that.
What are his strengths? What are his weaknesses? How's he been beat? Does this guy kick twice and then heel click where his feet are together? Well, if that's the case, he's a prime candidate to go speed to power on because he has no base. Is this guy gonna aggressively jump at me? Okay, well I gotta come out and I gotta have my hands up ready to be combative. Okay. The other piece of that is like knowing your opponent is understanding the slide. Just like we talked about with the middle push, with the two-way go player on the inside, it's as an edge player, if I'm to the side of the slide, I need to know if that guard is working out to me, because if he is, well, this ain't the time to make a fast inside move because the guard's going to be there waiting for me. I've got to rush up the field and build the space, and then maybe I can slice the slide and turn it into an inside counter. But coming inside right now into the slide, like that's just useless. And you just like peeing on a wall. You just get your shoes wet. It doesn't help you. Okay. And then the last piece of it, you have
like peeing on the wall.
You make a big emphasis on like, all right, how deep is he set up? Does he like to climb the pocket? Does he like to escape out of the back? Like when shit goes bad, when things go poorly, how's this guy gonna escape? Because that can also help us affect him and sack the quarterback. And then the last thing is like, coaches, practice is for practice. Like, don't discourage these guys from trying something new. Now, if it's just completely opposite their skill set, like I get it. Hey man, that ain't for you. But allow these guys to make new mistakes, right? Try something new. Try this on. See if you like this. Because by doing that, you might identify like, oh, this guy can do this particular rush. This is natural for him. And that helps the player too. Like they build comfort, they build confidence. And then they identify a new move and then they work on it and they refine it and then they go out game and they execute it. So those are the things.
Yeah. No, and this is my hope. I hope that because we're talking about, they're Madden babies or whatever, these guys are young, these guys are innovative. So my hope is that they do things which I don't really think are outside the box. I think that should be normal, but like how you move players around, though I don't see every team do it, but I see the successful teams do it. Right? You see the successful offenses, they have all this motion and like rub plays and different type of screens. You know what I'm saying? They have shit that's designed to automatically free up somebody, right? To make our side lopsided in our favor in order to make a play, right? And then vice versa on the defensive side. Chris Jones, we'll just take Chris Jones for example, and this is what I mean when I say every team doesn't do this, but look at Chris Jones on the Chiefs. He plays damn near every position on the line, every technique. You feel me? Wherever they feel like he can get a matchup advantage,
Yeah, the best advantage.
So why don't we do that? Why don't we do that with Trayvon? Why don't we do that with Josh Allen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see that.
You're gonna see. You're gonna
That's
see
the
that
hope.
this year.
That's the hope, bro.
Like Josh. I'm not I haven't seen Josh inside, so I don't know how that looks. But I've seen Trayvon inside.
Josh is rushed from the inside. He did it. I know in 23. I mean, he didn't do it a lot, but he did. Excuse me. But he did, like, he had some stunts. He had some stunts on the inside, but there was a couple times he lined up. Matter of fact, I want to say in the Toy Story game, he lined up on the inside. No, but this defense was so unorthodox and plain at the same time, bro.
It was fucked.
This defense. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping
he might not. Ryan Nelson might not get another job.
I think he already got picked up. I thought I saw something that Ryan Nelson.
What do you want?
No. He got like defensive advisor or something like that on a team. Yeah.
Oh, so he's not even a coach.
Hold on.
Yes, Trayvon did kill guards at Georgia, and fuck the dogs. Go Gators.
So he's on the Bills staff as a senior defensive assistant. So we get Matt Edwards and they get Ryan Nelson.
Y'all can have him. Y'all can be like, what the fuck are you talking about? They don't kick him. Bro, he might not make it.
No, because so look, it didn't work here, but he did similar things he couldn't fully do it in New Orleans, but when he got to Atlanta, he did it in Atlanta, and they were okay doing it. Their sack percentage went up, but he also blitzed more. Like, that was the weird thing. Like we were either dead last or almost dead last in blitzing the quarterback. I don't know if you saw the numbers that they put out for rankings when it comes to QB percentages when throwing on our corners. Well, Ronald Darby had like 128% rating or 138% rating. Tyson had like 113% rating. Like, the lowest person on there was Jarian at 88%. And I think we can all agree that Jarian probably played, in his limited sample size, Jarian probably had some of the most impact as a DB out there. I mean, he had the big sack. He had the interception. I think technically he got 2 sacks because he ran a quarterback like out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. But yeah, dog. But we don't get no pressure up the middle, right? Like, the hope is that these are people that think like we do and say, okay, we have to utilize these guys and their strengths, and we have to build around that. See how we can combo it together for it to work. Because, dog, like I said, we were unorthodox with how we rotated guys, but we are also playing. No wonder.
Yeah.
And when you really think about it, it's like we still were hanging in games, right?
Because we have the guys.
We have talent. We do have talent on this team.
This team is talented. We have to remember, bro. It was either 9 or 10 one possession losses. That's not lack of talent. That's poor execution, poor coaching, poor leadership. So once again, I like to, I try not to. This organization is in much better hands. Whoever the new GM is that's getting this organization is getting the best version that you could get this organization.
Right.
And it wasn't by accident.
Yeah.
And literally, and that's probably, like I said, and that's in franchise history. This GM is getting the best that they ever been able to get.
Right.
Essentially. Tom Coughlin was the
Yes.
first GM here. And we saw what he had to build. Everybody after that, them teams was it was okay. But you're getting a really
Right.
good football team.
They just have
Build
to,
on it.
but they have, again, bro, the biggest thing is they have to utilize it,
They got to
bro.
build on it.
They had to utilize it.
They have to build on it.
And that's the hope, bro.
I mean,
but like we said, we still need the O-line coach and the GM. So,
and a wide receiver.
Well, yes or no, maybe, because Chad Hall may not be out the building. I haven't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we still need to. Right now, we technically don't have a wide receiver.
Well, no, technically we do. Well, I don't know, because I don't know if a person is automatically fired when, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Doug gets fired,
true,
are you automatically fired?
Yeah, because they retained, the people retained, so they weren't
right,
like rehired. So technically, we do have
they haven't announced anything, but the ones that we really need to are because they got. So it seems like they have the defensive line guy, the guy that gets it on the defensive line. And it's just as important for us to get it on the offensive line. And that's what we're looking out for right now for that announcement and the GM. And like we said, bro, they making moves late at night. So I might be just staying up late. I might not go to bed till 1 o'clock. It's okay. It's Friday. I get to go in and work a little bit later. You feel me?
Oh man, that sounds like we playing Marvel Rivals. Let's go.
Yeah, you need to get Madden so we can jump on that.
Yeah. When
it is on sale. It's been on sale. We told you that.
When I looked at it the other day, it said full price.
Oh, so that's PlayStation Store, I guess. They don't love you. They don't love you like Xbox does.
No, they probably do, but it's just it might be on sale again now. But they was talking crazy the other day. Yeah. I ain't want to.
So
yeah, look, it just went on sale again. So I might cop.
So like we said, bro, this new staff, the people coming in from the outside to make the new Jaguars coaching staff going to be super young. Probably, I would dare to bet probably the youngest in the league when it's all said and done on average. Does that worry you at all? Like, do you? And the fact that all the positions are filled with nobody with prior experience. They're all first time. You know.
I mean, yeah, it's a little concerning, but I mean, shit, bro. We had people with a lot of experience last year.
We've had people with a lot of experience a lot of years.
Look at that shit was getting us. Nowhere.
Oh, T-Mac.
Nowhere.
Yeah. I had to think about who he was talking about for a second. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were just talking about, Robert. The DB QBR stats. So yeah, I'm not. So personally, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it but I am hopeful, right? I am hopeful because I feel like they are going to think like we think. I think that they are going to see the game like, because we've been saying for the longest, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, why aren't we getting paid for this? We sit in the stands or we sit on the couch or we're out at a bar or something, and all we're doing is just watching the same game that they're watching, but getting paid to make winning decisions for, right? And it just seems like, look, I'm be honest with you, it seems like since Trent Baalke's exit that Shad Khan's just been dropping his nuts. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's been dropping his nuts. He had the kismet down in New Orleans, Louisiana, wherever he could park a boat in Louisiana close to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
he hanging out.
No, he shipped it out there. He sent it out there 2 weeks before, 2 weeks ago. But then last week is when he got out there, and so I'm pretty sure he took it out somewhere and then landed on it. And then,
bro, you said landed on it. That's crazy. No, I know, but I'm just saying, like how casual you just said and landed on it. Like that's just some no.
I mean, I got.
Hey, bro.
For him, it is normal.
Letting his nuts hang. Okay? Like,
yeah.
This is what I feel, and this is my straight opinion, bro. You can tell me what you think about it, but this is how I feel, dog. I feel like Shad Khan is saying, look, Liam, you are the top decision maker. It's almost like Urban Meyers, right? In the sense of, we knew that Urban was the top decision maker. Like, he had last say, right? Me and Ken were talking about this. Unlike Urban, Liam is being able to just pick his guys, no matter what anybody's opinion is about them, how their age, their experience, it doesn't matter. These are like-minded individuals, some that I have a pre-existing relationship with, others that I've heard about in these circles and have had conversations with, and saw like, damn, you're kind of thinking like I think.
They got people in common. Yeah, and if I don't know you, we got people in common.
Exactly. So Shad Khan says, look, man, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna let you just take the wheel. This is your brainchild, right? So at the end of the day, bro, if it's successful, that's all Liam. Now, yes, they do make decisions as an organization, right? But Liam's thumbprint is on this shit, right? And on the same token, if it fails, you don't have to point fingers and say it's this person. Oh, it was the defense. Ryan Nielsen in defense. No, it was Doug Peterson, because he wouldn't tell us who called plays, and we didn't know if it was him or Preston or Trent Baalke. Trent Baalke, you fucking suck. He's the reason why we're all the bad guys and bullshit is out the window. It's either going to be one or two things, and we're going to be able to see it plain and clear. It's either going to be Liam and the coaching staff he put together because the team looks competent and they look fucking good, or it's going to be a success, or it's going to be a fail because the team it just don't work. And the way it's going to be a fail is one or two things. Either we're going to know that, damn, coaching still fucking sucks. Look at these fucking plays where these guys don't look like these guys don't look like they know what they're doing. Or we're going to say, we're going to point at Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence is playing like shit,
he's trash.
You're playing. No. Listen, you can't tell me it was a scheme. That dude was wide fucking open and you overthrew him. or you threw it in the dirt,
Yeah.
right? And you didn't have, like, when shit like that's happening, yeah, we're gonna be able to see it. So we're gonna be able to discern it. If dude's open, that means the play worked, right? But the player has to execute. If motherfuckers are dropping the ball, if motherfuckers are missing tackles, or if motherfuckers are lost in the sauce, looking late, like Devin Lloyd getting late to your assignment because you can't decide whether or not you want to step up and see if it's a run or just play what you're supposed to play, right? We're going to be able to tell the difference, and it's going to be the players or the play callers, and that's it. And that's it, bro. And at the end of the day, Liam Cohen is going to be judge, jury, and executioner. Now, obviously, you can't cut Trevor, and I'm not even suggesting that. So I don't want anybody. I know this is dangerous to say because people can just clip like certain little parts and then be like, "Look what Agent J.
Oh no, but you could draft the quarterback. But you can't draft the quarterback.
But you can't.
Because if we're trash next year, nigga, bro, Arch Manning coming out. Like we got it shit go. Hey, I don't keep drafting quarterbacks. No. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like,
but it's still our stance that Trevor is that dude. Like, we believe in Trevor. Yeah. Like that's our guy. That's our quarterback. But what we are saying is that all the excuses are out the window.
But yeah, but all the excuses, like you said, all the excuses are out the window for a lot of people. Because, like you said, with those numbers, y'all can't be. But like I said, we putting out a lot of that on scheme. Putting out a lot of that on the scheme. Because the scheme looked bad and the lack of blitzing looked bad, and that's what happened. So, but we got competent football people in here that's going to be doing actual football things. So, like I said, we'll see, bro. We will.
The point of it is that we really ain't got shit to lose. We don't
at all.
We don't. What's the matter? Like people all the NFL already takes like slide remark jabs at us. You feel me? Like these people that don't know us say crazy shit. And look, I guess I can't fault I guess I can't fault them because we have a history of losing, a recent history of losing. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. But
I mean, more losing
than winning. So that's why this is what it feels like to me, bro. And tell me how you feel, because it feels like this is us. This is Shah Khan saying again, he dragging his nuts now, man. All in, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I done did everything. I feel like should have accomplished this moment, right? I've done everything except for just gave the last.
But also, there's really no pressure. Like, there's really Liam Cohen really doesn't have any pressure. That's the thing. Like, they're gonna give him time, bro. He's a new head coach. Unless it's tremendously horrible and like, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be. I'm not concerned right now about it.
Like Gerard Mayo. Remember we talked about that? Like, that was bad. Mm-hmm. That was bad, bro. Because what we found out was that he had how many games did they get blown out? 10? There's like 10 games where they got blown out. And out of the 10, only 2 of the opponents were playoff. Or not even playoff, like over 500 teams. Like, yo, that's bad. That's bad. Like, you had a lot of blow. I'm gonna count it because I don't want to. I don't want to lie on them, but I believe it was 10. Patriots record. All right, bro. All right, to the Jets, 24-3. That's 1, right? To the Niners, 30-13. That's 2. To the Texans, 41-21. That's 3. To the Jaguars, 32-16. That's 4. To the Dolphins, 34-15. That's 5. To the Cardinals, 30-17. That's 6. To the Chargers, 40-7. So that's 7, bro. 7 blowout games, and only the Chargers and the Texans were playoff teams.
Yeah, they weren't good, bro. They were not good.
Let's see. Miami's record 8-9, under 500. Obviously, our record was 4-13, under 500. Who else I said beat their ass? Oh, the Cardinals 8-9, under 500. Was it the Giants?
See what's coming? Oh,
Yeah, I'm looking at my
you
phone,
looking at your
dog.
phone. That's why I use.
Offense, Rams, Titans.
But no, Harold said what has killed this team has been huge misses in the later rounds of drafts and some big free agent misses. Gabe Davis, Armstead, Devon Hamilton, Cisco, these dudes suck. It was a scheme, but also like a talent issue, bottom line. In the NFL, great teams find starters in rounds 4 through 6.
Yeah, but the only thing I would argue is that we've been so bad that we have more of the first.
Yeah. And
I would high
I would
first rounds,
argue,
which is why we should be better.
yeah, I would argue the free agent misses because the theme of even pretty much the theme of today is of this episode is putting players in the right position. Gabe Davis was playing out of position. He's not a number one option. He's your second option that is supposed to be like this is option 1, and then option 2 is supposed to be here, and then option 3 really option 1, option 2 Christian Kirk, option 3 Evan Ingram, because option 1 is BTJ.
Yes,
obviously. But then Gabe Davis is supposed to be option 4. Like that's how essentially how he was used in Buffalo as essentially anywhere between 2 or 4. He was receiving number 1 targets before he got hurt. And especially you talking about the scheme was actually really bad. Like the scheme never changed. The scheme when Doug Peterson came in, she said, "Hey, we're gonna spread the ball out. We're not gonna be locked in on anybody." He's almost his exact words, and we're not really gonna lock in on anybody to, we're gonna get it to where we can get it to guys. No, you gotta spam that shit. Same thing Matt Edwards said. Find your best move and hit it. Same thing on offense. You have players out there that are your best players. You have to get them the ball. Let Gabe Davis run wide open against blown coverages because BTJ just took the top off. The same way Stephon Diggs was taking the top off and making people and people were fearing Stephon Diggs so much that they didn't even look at Gabe Davis. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the position for Gabe Davis. Eric Armstead was playing defensive end. It's literally out of position. He was just in the Super Bowl
at D tackle.
At D tackle. Then they gotta play it. Then they gotta play it. They gotta play it end. So, Duval Hamilton, I thought he played well this year. Ernest Cisco didn't play well this year.
And so that, just since you said that, we talked about it before. Shout out Royal. It's early, but what free agents would y'all like to see us go after this offseason? I said Javon Holland because of what he said about Cisco. Now, I'm of the belief that this was a down year for Cisco because he's shown us that he plays better than this. And I have the hope that it was also a down year for Gabe Davis, though Bro was right. You were trying to utilize him over guys that you should have, even if you don't want to say BTJ, which you should want to say BTJ, at least like Christian Kirk should have been the number one, and they even jumped him over Kirk.
Like that shit worked. That shit worked in 2022 when you had Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, and Zay Jones, because none of those guys are really like Christian Kirk and Zay Jones. Neither one of them is a number one receiver. So that spread the ball. Everybody gets 600 yards. Everybody gets 700 yards and 60 catches. That's fine when you don't have the span player. When you have a Michael Thomas,
you have a Jamar Chase,
in his prime, Jamar. When you have guys that if you get that ball to, he can make something happen. Motherfucker, we had, bro.
Yeah.
Justin Blackman. That was good. Hey, Blake Gabbert. Blake Gabbert never looked good unless that boy was out there. I said, bro, I didn't know Blake Gabbert could do that. He just throwing that bit. He just making motherfuckers miss. Gone 60 yards. Got to get tested the next day. I said, oh man, fuck. He was high as a kite out there going crazy, playing that in his head. Remember NFL 2K5 or something on Dreamcast or PlayStation? He had the helmet inside the helmet. Oh, he was fried. Out there going crazy. Out there playing the Michael Vick experience. Going stupid. But yeah, bro, we didn't spam them, bro. And Doug Peterson and Press Taylor, whatever, they were just too fucking stuck in their ways to actually do some shit instead of, oh man, and then to get away from what you really theoretically are really, really good at. We had all these tight ends and we didn't even fucking do nothing with it.
Right. At times went away from them. And I would say, and I think you would agree with me, we were at our best when we were in our jumbo packages. 2 tight ends out on the field. I don't know. It's just things that we did when we played hurry up, when we were in, like I just said, that big 2 tight end set, that 12 personnel set. That was when we were performing at our best, and this offense looked competent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like, okay, yeah, I know that's working, but we have to run this. We got to do this too, even though that shit ain't worked all fucking night or day or whatever time that you're fucking playing. So,
yeah, bro,
that's what I'm saying. Like that was the problem with Doug Peterson and Press Taylor. It's like they couldn't conform. Like Doug couldn't grasp that, hey, I have a number one receiver.
RPO. Malfunction. They took away my RPO. Malfunction. Get the fuck, bro. He looked disheveled ever since 2023. When 2023 started, I was like, oh. Even when we were winning, he still just looked like, I don't even know how the fuck we're winning. which is crazy because you knew how the fuck we were winning because the defense kept giving us the fucking ball, and then you played blame the black guy. But, bro, 20-year anniversary, dog.
20-year anniversary. What you talking about?
Yeah. February 6, 2005. The New England Patriots beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, located in Jacksonville, Florida, downtown.
Yep.
Stadium at the time.
Yep. Remember
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. The city was on fire. This city was jumping. Jumping. We ain't having no hotels for the motherfuckers.
Parking was crazy.
I don't think that. I don't. Even though it was the Super Bowl, but it's just like I don't think they knew people were coming, and we have hotels, plenty of hotels here, but I don't think they thought that many people would want to come to Jacksonville. Like it's going to look good on TV because we right on the river. You know what I'm saying? Because we on the river and all that stuff, and we can handle big events. But that's the Super Bowl, and when Shaw get done doing all that shit he doing down there, it's gonna be enough space for people, bro. Like, it's.
Oh yeah. No, they bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Yeah, I really think we get a shot. You got to build it. You build it, they will come. Yes, you got to build it.
What up, Devin?
Yo.
Yeah, dog. It's all in for me, dog. It's all in for me. I feel like that's the mentality we're gonna take, and I feel like I don't know. I really hope that like this could really be our villain era. Like you treat us because like the picture that's being painted now is that villains are created, not born.
Yeah, bro, baby face, bro, with the baby face, but you gotta turn heel, man.
That's what I think. Like we've been scorned and laughed at so much. It's like, all right, now we become the Joker. You think it's funny?
Oh, real school shooter vibes. Let's go.
I'm just saying. Like I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to be hated.
Oh,
because everybody, you're talking shit anyway. Now it just won't be funny.
Yeah, who wants to
you know what I'm saying?
Who wants to smoke with me? Yeah.
So
that's how they gotta go out there. That's how they gotta go out there. That's how they gotta go prepare.
Can we tell our before we get out of here, can we tell our Cisco conspiracy? And this is like more of an indictment of why this defense was bad, if this was true, about his weight gain.
Oh yeah.
So y'all check this out. Tell me what you think about this real quick. So like Andre came, and when we say like he gained weight, he gained muscle, he gained mass. Like bro was big, he bulked up, right? Now they had him playing free safety. Now let's just say that he knew that Jank was gone, right? And that's a possibility. So let's say he knew that Jank was going to be gone, and maybe when he was drafted, or through talks with the coaching staff, i.e., Mike Caldwell, right? That if Jank were to maybe leave, that he would get the strong safety role, which means he would be playing down in the box more, right? Which would make sense for him to bulk up so he can be stronger against the run, right?
Well, maybe I'm not even gonna say nothing with about Mike Caldwell. He probably talked to Trent.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm just saying, like maybe it was like that was the plan, like that. And again, this is what makes it. This is what makes it an organizational.
I think even I was even going along. I think they did. I think they probably. I think maybe the goal was for him to play a little bit more strong, but then they were looking at Antonio. They were looking at the other safeties like fuck, and then Dewey gets hurt.
Yeah, but Dewey's playing the strong.
But I mean,
Yeah,
Dewey played free too.
but what I'm saying is,
we don't want him. We don't
right.
want him there.
But what I'm saying is Dewey played strong, and it looked like Dewey was going to play strong in the beginning of the season. That's why this theory I have is that prior to Mike Caldwell's departure, Cisco was under the impression that when Jank leaves, then he's going to be moved to strong safety, right? He bulks up. They fire Mike Caldwell, and nobody in the organization or coaching staff like tells him, at least in time, that hey, you're not going to be doing that. And I think to your point, okay, Jank's gone, and we need somebody to play strong safety. Ryan Nielsen comes in and says, "Well, look, this guy can play Dewey and Antonio Johnson can play strong." I don't know why they feel like Antonio Johnson can play strong, but I mean, when he doesn't whiff, he can tackle, I guess. but you have Dewey and Antonio Johnson playing strong because they can't play free. And so I can see the coach looking at Cisco like, yo, you've already played free safety, so I'm going to keep you there because that's where your experience lies.
See, my only pushback to that is I don't think Cisco puts the size on unless he gets the okay from the new coaching staff. Mike Caldwell was fired at the end of the season. It wasn't like it was 2.5, 3 months into the offseason where they fired him. They fired him at the end of the season. So you wouldn't be under the impression of anything that Mike Caldwell said because he's not your you don't work for him. No, he's not.
Yeah,
your
but
coach
I'm saying,
no
like, what if it was like this was something that was discussed in a bit of and when I say like Doug Peterson is part of this conversation, Doug Peterson would have been part of this conversation too.
Yeah, but those conversations would be null and void.
Yeah, but isn't it? But wouldn't it have been? But hold on. But wouldn't it be the coach's job to go to the player and say, "Hey, circumstances have changed," and make sure that they realize that? It would be the coach's job to do that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you would that same conversation that if they would have had that conversation, that same kind of conversation would have to happen as when Ryan Nielsen gets hired. That same kind of sit down conversation has to happen. It says, "Hey, we're gonna," because anything Mike Caldwell said means nothing once he gets fired. We don't even run the same defense. So any ideas, any ideology, anything, whatever, all that shit has to go out the window because that has no bearing on that football team moving forward. So that's why I said initially that would have had to been a Ryan Nielsen and Cisco conversation, and then something happened because, like I said, I just don't think guys usually just put on. That's their physique, bro. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy he was healthy, but you might have to. Yeah, you have to drop that shit, bro. You got to drop 15, 10. You know how to, and that it'll make you faster. You play the whole season. You play the whole season at this size. You come back next year. You be flying around because you lose some weight. Your body, built up the tension and built your muscles up. Maybe, bro. I don't know. bulk training. That's speed training, I guess. That's how you can get some speed up, maybe. But maybe that's what he'll say. Maybe he'll come back looking a little trim, go like a little paleo diet or something, man.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
fish.
I mean, so with that last part being said, he's a free agent. So the team, I feel like, because we talked about it last week, they're not going to use the franchise tag on him because franchise tag is like 17 something $million. And I think they let him probably test the free agent market, and they're probably testing the free agent market too as well. Because like I said, if a guy like Javon Holland's there, if you're going to pay somebody, you pay him. You know what I'm saying? Though I don't think B-Mac in the building.
Yeah, my ginger.
The dyslexic way to say, hold up. Hey, but
self-edit.
Hey. Damn, dog, you don't make me lose my train of thought, man. You're oh my god. No, man. I don't even know what are we talking about, bro.
I don't know, but Jason Drayton says, "What do y'all think about Brian Thomas?"
He should be. We already said that. He should be He is the number one receiver and need to be treated as such. He showed you that week 1 in Miami when he was out there dusting Jalen Ramsey.
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Brian
definitely
Thomas.
Shout out to Brian Thomas.
Big Brian Thomas.
We have a new coaching staff, and now let's see what our defense is going to do. Yeah, we were just talking about that too, dog. Like, I don't know. I think that these people are like-minded people. I think they think like we do, right? And they see what this. I mean, that's the thing I liked about Liam Cohen is like he came right out and was like, "Look, we got good players, but like, shit just sucked." He came out right out saying the O-line couldn't run the ball, D-line couldn't pass rush, and because we couldn't pass rush, fucking corners couldn't stay with motherfuckers. Like, this is bad, but we got good players, and they're gonna put players.
Yeah,
so
we can fix it.
Again, the people that he brought in, everything that I'm hearing, and the stuff that I've seen, whether it be clips like what you showed or highlights or whatever.
Utilizing guys' strengths.
That's the message. It sounds like one band, one sound. That's what that shit sounds like to me.
Yeah, but not working against yourself. Why are you working against these are your team, these are your players. Why are you working against them?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. You can't work against your partners, your business partners, your romantic partner. You can't work against them. That's not how that works. It's not how partnership works. You're supposed to work together, not work against each other.
You can't have your two best pass rushers on the sideline playing paper rock scissors to see who's going to be the second pass rusher on the field. They should both be on the fucking field.
Who gets to share time with Eric Armstead at edge? What the fuck is that?
That's crazy, dog. Let our best players be out on the field and let them make plays. And that just sounds like the clear-cut message from everybody that they're bringing in the building.
That's the shit you do. That's the shit you do. That's the shit you do when you're trying to work somebody back in from injury or something, bro. But that was just regular. That was his principle. That was his beliefs.
Bro said he want Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter is a luxury pick. I think he's a top pick that you pick when like y'all just had a bad season, but like you already got like the top guys in those type of places. He's a luxury pick to me. I feel like we have more need than a Travis Hunter. I think he's a great player, but I just think we have Yeah, no, I feel you, but I think it's going to either be corner or the D tackle. And the reason I know people are going to argue, well, we invested all that stuff in defensive tackle in last year's draft. Why would we draft one, number one? Because that's going to allow you to free up a lot of cap space because you're going to be able to cut some of the lower run guys off of there, which is also going to allow you to bring in um, an actual edge, especially if Aaron Armstead does what he said he was going to do and move inside, right? So, but if you don't do D tackle, then they go corner. You can get a safety in a later round, and you know you got what 3 day 2 picks. They got a second and 2/3.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get your O lineman on day 2 at some point too. I'd be shocked if they got an offensive lineman. I'd be shocked if they got an offensive lineman at prime.
I mean, if it's the best offensive lineman, but if it's the best offensive lineman, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm not. And if it's like McMillan, right? If it's like T-Mac, like I wouldn't be mad at that shit either.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking practical of like what we need. Those picks are more luxury.
Yeah.
Like maybe not the O lineman. The O lineman's kind of risky to pick that high.
Yeah.
But hey, it better be the best fucking O lineman they got on there, you know. And I think some of the projects, like, here's the other thing, like the whole excuse of, oh, we get these players that are projects. I think that goes out the window because that was just a perception that that was just with bulky. So I think you're going to get the players for the type of plays they can make. I think that's what we're going to see, you know. And I'll still take Trayvon. Me personally, my biased opinion, I like Trayvon. But I feel like this coaching staff would have took Hutch because that was just the clear consensus of this is the ready-made player, and not saying that Hutch would do the same thing he's doing in Detroit before he got hurt, that he would do that here in Jacksonville. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that at the time of the pick, it was like Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was the no duh pick. Like they tried to talk about Zach Wilson and make Zach Wilson like the number one pick. Like you overshadowed Justin Fields. Like for the longest, it was Trevor and Justin A1 and A, 1A and 1B.
Oh, yeah. Sounds about right.
So all of a sudden Zach Wilson enters the chat and people are talking about how he's better than Trevor Lawrence, right? But ultimately, if you literally 31 teams not named the Chiefs, you ask them, hey, if you were picking number one and you needed a quarterback that season, they would all say Trevor Lawrence. If the Jets had the first pick, they weren't still getting Zach Wilson. They would have had Trevor Lawrence, right? So,
and if they would have got the first pick and took him, and we got the second pick, we would have had Justin Fields, which because I don't think we were taking Zach Wilson.
My hope would have been that we would have took Justin Fields, but again, that I'm just saying that as a comparison with Hutch. Like it was just that number. It was just was that no-brainer pick, and then Trayvon entered the chat, right, with all his intangibles and the size and the speed and the potential of the stuff that he can do, and like you're asking him to do something that he didn't do on the regular. Like that wasn't his thing. Like he rushed from the inside a lot, right? He played tackle a lot at Georgia, and he was successful alongside a bunch of other really, really good players out of Georgia. You get what I'm saying? So again, I love Trayvon. Trayvon's my dude, right? Personally, like I do feel like Trayvon's ceiling is higher than Hutch, and I just think he's gonna get meaner and meaner and meaner as the years goes on. But the no-brainer pick would have been to pick Hutch, and I think that that's the type of organization we're building right now. Hey, look, man, we're just gonna make the no-dub picks. When we got the layups, we're gonna make the layups. We're not gonna try to take a step back three. That's what it sounds like to me. They're gonna be the smart, simplest motherfuckers in the league. And that's the way it's framing up for me, personally. But dog, we actually kind of went over. I appreciate y'all rocking with us.
Yep.
But with all that said, that's your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J, and y'all was rocking with your boy J to the I to the M-B-O, and we are out of here.